Super bizarre. All right, tell
We
me if we're
are,
live.
we are
It
live.
looks like we're live. Okay, so part two. Sorry to cut you guys off on the first one. It wasn't streaming in all the platforms, the GSD group. So we'll upload the recording for you GSD guys that are also in this group too. Where we just left off was I wanted to pause on what May was saying. And by the way, hashtag live, hashtag replay. And the previous one in this group is part one. This is part two, just a couple minutes later. May had a client, and this is just DVRs. So like a lot of you guys already know high level. You guys know the software, all that stuff and that jazz that you can offer. One service is all you need. You don't need the 75 or 1,000 things they're going to be building. You just need to be good at one thing before you can get good at two. Or she has a DVR client that's paying $900 per month for DVR. Yes, you heard that right. One client. And then month two, it jumps up to $2,000 based off a result. So that's how much you could be charging if you have the right skills on how to position that and how to determine and expand value. Because like anybody can hear it right now. This is free information telling you what's possible. Now, when you go do it 100 or 1,000 times on your own, it may or may not work. We don't know because there's a strategy and a process. It's not just saying DVR 900, here you go, and then argue. There's a process of creating the storyline of why this is actually important to somebody. So that's the sales process. But I just wanted to show you that that's possible. You have a $6,000 deal, a $900 DVR campaign. That's month one, then jumps up to $2,000, and then a $1,500 a month retainer client. Which Cody mentioned the math. I'm not a mathematician, but it's over $10,000 in earnings and sales. But then also stacks up if you keep the clients longer, and then it turns into recurring revenue all along the way is where we want to see you with what you asked me when you first started. How quickly can I get to 20K? Right. So that was the question, the mighty question everybody wants. But now, based off your own run rate, can you answer that question for yourself? How quickly can you get to 20K?
Before Christmas,
Before Christmas. I love it. And when did you start with us?
month and a half ago.
So had you not started a month and a half ago, how long would it have taken you if you just did it on your own?
No, not gonna happen. It didn't happen.
Right. So like what would you like, let's just say you did it on your own. Like what, how long would it take you to know that you can't do it on your own?
It's gonna be too late. Then it's too late to turn the zip around.
Right, right. And then just to help the audience, like what do you mean by too late?
Yeah, it was yeah, the cash was running out. I explained to Raful, I lost lots of money in the investment, over $1 million. So it was like a big comeback for this as well. I didn't have enough cash in the bank anymore. So that was yeah, well, I had to do something. But I know that I'm good at starting up something because I'm always done it before. I've done it a couple times successfully. So I knew I can do it. It was just such a time pressure that I had because originally I only had 3 months to survive, and then the bank will be empty. And then what's not? Like we have to move to different side of town, and the kids have to change the schools, and it's gonna be all very, very stressful situation for
Right.
all of us. So yeah.
I mean, like since you're on like every single day with us and probably even tomorrow on Saturday, which will probably be your Saturday night or Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Like what's been like if you can pinpoint like what do you like the best so far? Because it's early, it's only 45 days, but it's good feedback for us and other people to hear. Like what's been your favorite parts of this so far?
Oh, so many.
We
Yeah,
got
definitely
time.
the daily call, 100%. It actually started 4 a.m. for me, so I had to wake up 4 a.m. Now my time change became 5 a.m. Now your guys time change now 6 a.m. for me. So it's like, okay, I can sleep in now till 6. So it's making it a lot easier. The daily call, it's definitely like, I can just ask the questions for that particular clients I'm working on right now. So there's no delay. I don't need to wait. We can just hop on a call. Even you guys have specific topic for for a certain day, but I can always ask any questions, even that just nothing to do with that particular day. So which is great. Yeah, just set the mindset in the morning, first thing, again, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. It's a great kind of way to start the day. Cody is also helping me to think about mindset, like going up and down and up and down. But if I focusing on this graph, like up and down, and make myself crazy. But if I just thinking about the bottom line, and that's like the picture stuck with me, so that's really helpful. Yeah, that's daily. I think call is the number one thing. But you guys tailored the advice to the particular clients, the particular conversation, particular emails, the process, the proposal that I already sent. Then you guys always come back and tweak or give me exact word by word what to say. And originally I wrote down, like I put on my computer, I read the whole thing, like exactly the way you said it to me. And then I close it. Like I closed 2-3 of them. So that's like, wow, it works. It's just unreal.
I love it. No, that's great. Now, like somebody out there, they're going to be new to us, or they've been watching and sitting on the sidelines for a bit. What do you say to someone who's new that wants to hop on and they want to get a faster start than what they've tried? They've done all these different courses, programs, and paid a lot of money, went to college, they're in debt. Everybody has a circumstance that they're feeling. Like, what would you tell somebody new that is interested in even reaching out or considering getting our help?
Good question. I feel like you guys program and you too are really giving everything to us. There's no hiding part. I found that other programs are not giving us everything. There might be, of course, there might be cheaper program, but I can now see that where the agency can actually take off and scale to a lot bigger scale than just doing very small agency. So that's amazing, like point of difference that you guys have with this mentorship, to really have a proper scalable business. But other than that, it just be accountable and spot on advice, and you will start to close the deals. And once, yeah, as you said, once you start closing deals, like Rahul said, does it make you feel good? And he said, yeah, even that was $500 rookie contract, still make me feel great about it just happened. And I actually, again, the Cody said, I learned a lot already from this $500 rookie contract. I'm doing the fulfillment, which is great. So now I have template to copy and paste for the next clients, and I can have the demo, I can have the example to show to the next clients. That would be a lot easier to close another $1,500, $2,000 clients because of that.
Plus, now you have your own confidence, right? Like the main thing that we say in the beginning, borrow our confidence and close a few deals and be okay with the fact that you're always probably going to fuck up the first few anyway. And then you get your own confidence to go out and snowball it and get more and more and more and more. And I love how much you've dove into that, because it really does. It kind of encapsulates the imperfect action we try to tell everybody to take. So it's really good.
But I think Go High Level, it's obviously an amazing platform that you can add so many different values to the customers. So you already, like you go $500, but the value that you add to customers will be way more than 500. Even the ad didn't even work. So that's just so many layers that you can, again, going back to retention, the customer retention will come from the features that we can get access to through the Go High Level, and then the way you guys teach us. So yeah, there will be a lot. So I always work with the value-based kind of conversation to close the deals with the customers. So yeah, the value that I can add, it's way over what I get paid, which is good for them. And then hopefully I can get long-term relationship with the customer.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the most important things for the agency space is productization. Especially if you have the localer type clientele. So because it's repeatable, you just sell the same thing over and over and over, And the goal of business in my mind is like the exciting part is great. The thrill is great. That's always going to be there. But the faster you can make your own business more boring, the better it is for you and everybody around you, because then it's going to be very predictable because tomorrow will be no different or will be different than today from the circumstances that happen in a day, but the outcomes will be very similar and starts to grow north. That's the coolest part about running the business because it is boring. We're just boring people. I mean, Cody is so bored. He bought the coolest background ever behind his head because he makes too much money. He's got a record label behind him where he makes over a million a year.
Keeps more
But
exciting.
but anyways, the point being is like being bored is a good thing because it frees up time, it makes predictability, and then teamwork makes that dream work, right? Because like you'll go really, really far alone. Like you'll be able to go far and fast. You'll be able to make six figures, maybe even some people seven, depending on what you do and how good you are. But when you get the team, that's when you actually are a seven-figure earner because then you're not doing as much time in the business. Like you can literally go to the gym in the middle of the day if you wanted to. You can think, you can read a book, you can upscale, you can buy bigger, better mentorships and network all over the world because you have money. And then the team is going to be there to escalate and help you. That's the next step. And level two for May is going to be getting the team. And once you have your whole systems dialed in, predictability dialed in.
Yeah, I think
Now,
that's what you guys did. Yeah, the system, process, and blueprint, all of that, it's just amazing.
Awesome. Anything for you to add, Cody?
No, I think we're good, man. I just to reiterate, why is she having quick success? Why is she gone from 0 to 10K in the first month? And why I think she's going to snowball even further is because she showed up, took imperfect action. I can't express that enough, guys. Like show up and do the thing. If you listen to, I guess we're in a. You guys didn't hear part one in the GSD group that's hearing this now, but part one was going over how she made some sales using the rookie contract method. She made some sales using database reactivation training. She made some sales using Rahul's sales framework and some of the pitches that I told her on how to express value to an e-commerce client. These things that we teach you guys, a lot of these methodologies and frameworks, you'll see scattered all throughout these different courses and programs and stuff that you might be in or even learning, or maybe you don't know who we are, but you should check it out and search those words in this group, are making her money because she didn't sit on the sidelines and think it was a cool idea. She went out and took action. She borrowed our confidence and went out and made money. And that's only going to continue to increase as she now transitions from borrowing our confidence to creating her own by seeing it actually work for herself. So it's if anything, I want you guys to understand it's really cool that we do good work and Maya's awesome and drop some love for her, but take to heart some notes for this of how you can go out and start to see that success yourself instead of sitting on the sidelines like I know a lot of you guys are.
Now, last question, mate. Like, who would you recommend the type of person to join the GSD?
Find that hardworking has a good working ethic. It's nothing easy. Like none of the business, any business you start, it's not easy. And then this is included. Like it's not that easy get rich quick overnight success. It's a lot of hard work. But if you put hard work, if you're committed, if you have strong why, then the support is there. And Rahul and Cody has been amazing. And the community has been amazing. So yeah, if you have the right working ethic, you make very successful.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Give it up for me in the comments there. I know that we're streaming live in the GSD group now, as well as the other group is. So you guys got part 2. We'll get you guys part 1. But give it up for me in the comments, hashtag me, and then hashtag live and replay when you do catch this. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us from the land down under.
Have a nice time, guys.